Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and today I'm checking out the PGA Tour 2K25 first look demo on the PlayStation 5 for the first time. So here on the channel, I posted videos on the demo on the Xbox Series X and PC. This will be my first time experiencing the game on the PS5, and you can see Ryan Gamer is a technician. I think this is the best starting archetype in the game. Later on, we'll see. Now, I'm going to take some time here at the beginning to point out something about the archetypes that I missed previously. And then we're going to dive into my first round here on the PlayStation 5. And if y'all get some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more and stay tuned for plenty more PGA Tour 2K25 and other sports game content. New videos every day on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel. Okay, so before we get into the round today on the PlayStation 5, I have to point this out. So somebody left a comment on one of my videos and they said, Ryan, make sure you read the fine print when you create your archetype. You're missing something. And they didn't point out what I missed. And I'm glad they didn't, because I had the element of surprise. So it was under my impression that each archetype had a certain shot type that was locked behind the archetype. And that is true to a certain extent. But look at the bottom sentence in the character creator. Technician skill. Technicians have access to the pick skill in the bunker skill tree once they reach 85 overall. What I missed was this last part of the sentence, and I think many people missed this. Also, unlocking it for the rest of the archetypes. So that means you are not locked out of a power drive just because you chose technician. Because if you have 5 my players of different archetypes, you get them all to level 85, you're going to unlock the opportunity to spend skill points to unlock that specific archetype skill. So it means you can mismatch in the end game to create the build you want. Maybe you want to combine Technician and Powerhouse. Maybe you want to combine Technician and Sculptor for shot shaping, or maybe Technician and Magician. So you are not locked out of the shot types just because you have that archetype. Because once you get that my player of a technician archetype, or any of the archetypes to 85, you unlock that skill for all the rest of the my players. Now, keep in mind, you don't unlock it. You unlock the potential to spend skill points to unlock it, if that makes sense. It doesn't automatically get in the skill tree as a skill for that player. You still have to spend skill points to unlock that shot type. At least that's my interpretation of it. And they cost like 24 skill points. So the question is, when the full game comes out, when we get into building the right builds and meta builds for players, it'll be interesting to see how many of these special shot types that are locked by archetypes that you can have for each my player, right? We know you have enough skill points to get 2/3 of the skills, but yeah, wanted to point that out because I think a lot of people have missed this. So yeah, read the fine print. I don't know how I did not finish that sentence. I thought it ended at they reach 85 overall, comma. Clearly, I thought that was a period and skipped right over the very important last sentence. But I would be interested to hear you all's thoughts on this. I feel like there's going to be a lot of different thoughts on this specific thing. Some people are going to love that. Some people are going to think it's going to diminish archetypes, which honestly it will be. Combined with the club fittings, once you get to end game, your primary archetype is not going to matter because you're going to be able to build the player that you want. You can basically combine and build your own archetype, right? Which I think is kind of cool. But also, I'll be honest, I was excited that archetypes actually matter to unlock the specific shot types. And this is similar to a lot of action RPGs out there. Once you level up one character, you can unlock a skill to spend skill points on for another character build. So some people like it. I feel like some people won't. I don't know how I feel about it yet, to be honest. We'll have to wait to see how it all works out. I like the idea of creating a technician powerhouse, but then I feel like that could very well become the meta. And especially if you have the power shot, you have great swing path and forgiveness. You focus all your attribute points on swing path, contact, and correction. And then your power you don't focus on, but you focus on a fully upgraded club with 10 power in each slot, and you can max out power to 99. So you basically have a technician powerhouse, so your beginning archetype matters nothing at all, right? It just doesn't matter. So I'm interested to see how it plays out, but just wanted to mention that in this video before we get into the actual round. Okay, so here we go. About to hit my first shot on the PlayStation 5 here, but the game, I believe, defaults to perfect swing difficulty, or like the easiest mode. So let's change this. Yeah, so the game defaults to perfect swing. Gonna be playing pro just like my first time on Xbox Series X and PC. And let's see if we can play some good golf. Now, historically speaking, I have a diagonal swing plan by default on a PlayStation controller. So here we go.
It sounded a little bit off.
That is a diagonal swing, all right. So there's that.
All right, setting up here deep in the spinach.
So here we are, a terrible lie. I've found this spot many times in the Xbox version of the game. So here we go. 69 to 83%. That is nuts. Okay. So heavy roughs. I'm going to do a 6-iron. Try to put some spin on this the best we can and send it.
Yeah, you definitely didn't hit the sweet spot with that one.
If you all were wondering, how's my swing on the
third shot
PlayStation 5 controller and why do I usually play on the Xbox controller? Well, I don't think anybody is asking that question anymore. Now, one thing I've noticed, I'm on performance mode. This game is stuttering like crazy right now. Now, the Xbox version it's a little choppy at times, but not this choppy. The biggest problem for me on the Xbox Series X version is the screen tearing. But it's been dropping frames like crazy. Every time I zoom in, every time when that ball was in transition, we'll see if it keeps doing that. Got lucky. Oh, never mind. How does anybody play on a PS5 controller?
What you have.
It's the thumb alignment. I wonder if I need to switch to right thumb. I mean, to be fair, it can't be much worse. So let's Mooch switch right stick aim off and swing with the right stick. I know I usually am a left stick swinger. So this is going to be interesting. It can't be worse. Isn't that the truth?
Oh my word, that
John.
Almost dropped in the bucket.
John, that wasn't even close to dropping in the bucket.
Now let's pop the bogey, putt in, and move on.
Okay, John.
This is an uphill putt moving right to left.
Send it.
Well, the putt appears to be online. Okay, 1 over.
Yeah,
on
I don't know
currently.
if it's just the difference between the PS5 and Xbox Series X version.
Here we go.
This is
off
much
on the 11th
more,
hole.
I guess, what would be the word? I want to call it choppy. I guess that would be the word for it. Much more stuttering, though. Like, I noticed some frame drops in the Xbox version, but the big thing I noticed is the what's it called? Screen tearing. Here we go. Let's move to the right side of the tee box. I'm going to hit a heavy fade, kind of. Well, I don't know if I'd call that a heavy fade, but that's certainly something. Oh!
Okay, second shot on the 11th.
Okay, everything's fine. Okay. Okay, game. Okay, we discovered a glitch. Good thing Ryan Gamer is a baseball superstar here on the channel on MLB The Show. This is harder than a baseball swing. Ryan's got to swim. How is this line going to play? Well, look at the right side of the screen. There ain't no way I could ever hit that shot. What is happening, Ryan? What are we doing? Are we dancing? We don't question Ryan's athleticism here. I just have to test it from down here. I just have to. For science. You're telling me that swing input was better than all mine so far? That's kind of embarrassing. I hit a perfect swing path.
Let's get out of this sand.
You're kidding. You can't make this stuff up. Well, anybody got any ideas? Can we hit a punch shot? No. Splash. Well, if you want to hit the tree, can we splash it low? Well, no, not really. Well, we can try. Doesn't really change it. You can't really... Yeah, I don't think you really draw a splash shot. Well, we're going to have to hit a normal approach. De-lofted, faded. Well, what an eventful experience here. This is similar to my PS5 rounds on PGA 2K23 and 2K21. Some of the worst golf you will ever see. Some things never change, right? You know, it's just so many years on the Xbox controller. Just so used to the thumbstick alignment and the way the thumbsticks are. You can tell whenever I play on PlayStation, especially golf, there's a big difference. That's beautiful. That shot off well to the left. And what are we going for?
7 feet away.
Triple bogey? Oh, just one. Oh, it feels like we've been playing this golf hole for 20 years. Get me out of this golf hole now.
And as that putt drops, that's a second bogey in a row. Let's turn things around.
Ryan, why
Right
don't
now,
you
you're
play on the
just 2 strokes
PS5
above
controller?
par.
It's a great controller. It is. It's probably the
Okay,
most
12th
one of the
hole,
most
par
consistent.
3. Let's stick this close.
It was the most consistent tempo controller for PGA 2K21 and 2K23. Tempo consistency is not a big issue here, as it used to be. Now it's about swing playing, and well, as you can see, to be fair, my swing playing's not better, not that good on the other controller. I'm gonna change to the left side here. Gonna change to the left side of the tee box. I'm gonna hit a nice little fade right into the hole. In theory.
There's something off on that
Wow.
swing. I just
The
can't,
stutter,
can't
the
figure out
stuttering on every transition when you hit it is bizarre. That
Okay,
looks like
second
it's
shot
dropping
here on
to
the
like
12th.
30 frames. Like it looks like it's at 60 right when you're swinging. As soon as that ball transitions to the air on PS5, it is so choppy. At least for me. I don't know if it's like that for everybody. I bet the PS5 Pro solves that issue, but
Oh, almost got that chip to go.
that's a good shot. Not great, but
Okay,
with the new
let's
short
drop this
game,
in and save par.
I consider that a good shot.
It's like a right to left break.
John, can you give us a little more information there? Right to left, how much?
Ooh, wish I could have given you that one.
Yeah, I don't think
This one's
that
for the bogue.
my thumbs are made for PS5 swing playing. I think Xbox is my
And
home.
that'll leave you at 3 over for
Story
the day.
games on PlayStation 5, PlayStation exclusives, that's about all I play on the PlayStation.
Here we go, 13th
And now
hole.
you all
This
know
one's
why.
a par 5.
Now you wonder if I need to just hit a draw. Hold on. No, that wouldn't work because I'm swinging. Well, let's try it. Can't get much worse. Okay. We might have found something. Hold that thought.
That'll do nicely.
Is this just luck or did I actually discover something? I'm going to draw every shot from now on out on this hole. 235. I'm going to hit the send button. And if we owie this, we play PlayStation draw preference. Wow, it is insane. If you all watch my other videos, you know, maybe when it's edited
shot's
and
looking like.
exported, you don't see the frame drops as much. But it is insane, the difference right now. I don't know what's going on with the PlayStation version of the demo, but this is kind of insane. I know demos of games and betas are usually 3 to 6 month
All right, let's get back in
old
form.
builds
Coming off,
for games,
3
and I wouldn't be
bogeys in a row.
surprised
I
if
think
this
we can
is
do better here, though.
a older build, and that hopefully a lot of optimization went in after this build was put out and then went through all the certifications and everything. That's my hope.
Oh, no. Brutal.
Brutal indeed.
And this is about 4 feet.
Brutal. Like, even those transition points, like...
And you're 3 over
something,
on your
I noticed a couple frame drops on the Xbox Series X versions, but not a lot. In PS5, like, I notice it vividly.
Okay,
every single
this. Hole number
transition
14,
point, every
ready
single
to go.
camera, a lot of stuttering, and then it looks right there. It looks like it gets to 60, but it's that beginning moment for each transition that the game really struggles on performance. Draw, right? Ryan, don't forget, we don't know that yet. I'm a draw preference player on PlayStation 5. That's my normal. I'm trying to hit a straight swing. I'm dead serious. I am not trying to hit a diagonal swing. I am just doing my normal thumb movement.
And this one's about 190
on my right,
so
on the
to
right stick.
pin.
Oh no. I mean, oh yes, right? Okay. Right stick, PlayStation controller, draw. Just change it to draw. Think I might have found something. I'm just doing a normal swing.
Hey, I see you've put a draw on this one. That's gonna work.
Ryan, you've gotten really
just
good at
fine
the
on
Evo
approach.
swing. Thank you. I'm really working on trying to hit it diagonal. I'm
This
definitely not
putt
just
to
doing my
take it
normal
down
thumb
to 2 over
straight
par.
swing
And
from
I think this
PGA
one's breaking to the
2K23
left.
and 21 on the PS5 controller. They need to
Drops it
update
in
this
there.
patch
Nicely done
version
for
on
birdie.
PS5. Like, they need to update it on Xbox too, because here's the thing. When you dive into a game demo
Okay,
and
here's the 15th.
and you
This
play
one's a
it,
par
you
5.
notice the stutters, right? You know, if I could sit here and notice a huge difference from playing on PC and Xbox, it is a massive, massive difference. It is very choppy here on PlayStation 5. Yeah, I think I found my
Fairway
swing.
bound.
Like right there. Can you see that? That is bizarre. Hopefully that's something
Second
that's
shot here on the 15th.
that they fixed, right, in the launch version. The PC version runs buttery smooth. And my PC usually struggles on every single modern game. If you
Nicely
watch
struck.
my PC video, it is absolute perfection on that PC. I didn't drop one frame
This one's about
the entire
85
video.
yards out.
Running max graphics settings. Kind of insane. Okay, so approach shot, 60-degree wedge. Definitely optimization needs to happen here on PS5. Hopefully it's already been done, but here we go. Wow, you can see it big time there. Right when the club was struck and right when it switched. Like, I would say that's
All right,
dropping
nice
to
approach on that
35
one.
frames or 30.
All right,
You know, there's
sink
no,
this, and
there's no
that'll be
way.
for birdie.
I don't have the setup to
So it
actually
looks like it
count
has
the
a little bit
frames
of a break to the
here,
left.
but it's enough to run Xbox. I'd never even really mentioned it besides the screen tearing. There's a couple stutters here and there, but not like this. This is insane.
This one's tracking. Oh, man.
You know what's
Okay,
insane?
Just a few more inches to go.
That missed putt, Ryan.
Okay, 2 over par at the moment.
Like, it's not affecting my play. Like, it stutters sometimes during the swing right now, but like,
And the par
it doesn't
3
affect
is
my play. It's
16th
just
coming up.
it kind of makes me dizzy. Like, I'm getting motion sickness on the PS5 version, which is something that I am usually sensitive to with games. I bet it'll really happen here. Let's get my first ace. Let's get my first ace, everybody. Come on. Come on, Ryan. Show them how it's done here at the Stadium Par 3. I'm telling you, I found my
swing.
swing. Too much.
Got a that'll do.
I
for the
mean, I
approach.
might be playing on PS5 if they fix the performance.
24
Or I guess I could just
feet
use this
from
controller
the
on
cup.
PC, right? It's breaking right to left and left to right. Don't let them boo you out of the stadium, Ryan. Come on. I'm going to pause the video and take a screenshot. Okay, I love the instant replay feature. It is phenomenal. To be able to go in there, take screenshots. Let's send this in. I don't want to I get booed out of the stadium every single time. Well, Ryan, you're about to get booed again. Oh, what else is new? Did you all see I actually hit a perfect swing play?
This one's 7 feet away.
Never before seen on a PS5 controller for me. You see the dynamic resolution in play in the background. You see that
And 2 strokes
in
above par
the
currently.
stands. Yeah, I don't know. They're using FSR upscaling, right? So it'd be FSR artifacting in that background there.
All right, let's see what you got here on hole number 17.
Okay, let's send it. I'm switching to draw preference
off the
PS5
tee.
controller and playing this game on PC. And to be honest though, I've tried the PS5 controller on PC. It always has issues for me. I don't know. I've never got a PS5 controller to actually work fully on the PC on Steam. So I'm clearly missing something. But we're gonna pitch this one close. I gotta draw it, right? Right? Are you about to hit a draw? Yeah, you better believe it. That's the only thing I know how to do. Yeah, this game needs a whole lot of work on the PS5. Those transitions and the stuttering, I don't know if it's like this for everybody or just my PS5. It's just a normal PS5, but it's enough to where I am so dizzy right now. And I don't think I've ever been dizzy on a golf game. It's usually first-person shooters, but this is rough. Feels like I'm on a roller coaster. Just stutter, stutter, stutter. Not enough to affect your actual swing because it doesn't seem to stutter. It stutters when you contact the ball in camera transitions and like when it transitions to the follow cam. But it is like we're talking about big frame drops, enough that I've talked about it this whole time. That's when you know it's not good.
Going towards that hole.
Let's go.
And after that, you're sitting at 2 over par.
It's cool to be able to play all the different versions, so I can tell you all my thoughts. I played the Xbox Series X version. Main problem is a little stuttering, but not a lot. And the main problem with the Xbox Series X is screen tearing. I am not having screen tearing on the PS5 version, but I would happily take the screen tearing, to be honest. Give me that screen tearing all day, every day over 30, fluctuating from 30 to 60 frames per second. Oh no, we might be testing the new drop feature. I'm a draw preference on PS5 controller. I can't do that though. It's gonna throw me off completely switching between
Shouldn't be too
the
awkward out of here,
Xbox
just in the
for
first
career
cut.
mode, playing PS5 for every other round. Like, I'm just gonna have to pick one and stick with it. And I don't know, honestly, what the right choice is. Wanted to show this great capture here in the replays of the bend of the driver there. That is so sick, right? Like, look at that shot right there. Replay system is just an awesome addition. I've been wanting it since the first golf club game. And here we are. We got it. Okay, let's draw this. It's the only thing I know how to do. Well, I never said I know how to do it well. Okay? I want to make that abundantly clear.
All right, this is a putt, but let's just kind of consider it an approach shot. Let's try to get this one nice and close to the cup, and hopefully we can putter in from there.
John, we go to make every putt. Way to instill confidence in the player. Let's just count this as an approach shot. Just get this one close. No. John, watch this.
Okay, 11 feet to deal with. I think this goes
Not a
just
word,
little
YouTube.
tiny bit to the left.
I don't want to hear a word about that putt. John was right again.
All right, you've managed to drop that one in for par on the final hole. Good stuff. And at the end of the day, you've wound up at +2. Well, on behalf of myself and the team here at HB Studios, thank you very much for the round. We'll see you next time.
Okay, so round went pretty well. I played a lot better than I expected I would on the PS5 controller, and I did find out that I need to swing with the right stick on the PlayStation 5 controller and just try to swing straight because I'll hit a nice diagonal draw. So I need to change my preference to draw preference when I'm playing on the PS5 controller. So I've now played 3 different versions of the gameplay demo. I played the PC version on a 2070 Super graphics card and an AMD Ryzen 7 CPU. I played the Xbox Series X version and PlayStation 5 base console version. I do not have a PS5 Pro or an Xbox Series S, so I can't talk about those versions. I will say the best version for me has been PC. The second best version for me has been the Xbox Series X. And then number 3 would be PS5. And it's just the PS5 version had a lot more stuttering. And I played a couple other rounds after this video, after playing the gameplay portion of this video. And I still had the same stuttering. Now, I do want to point out, I do not have variable refresh rate or AMD FreeSync or anything turned on my monitor. I don't turn that on when I play games because I want to know how the performance is of the actual game without the monitor technology kind of balancing everything out. So depending on what TV you're playing on or a monitor, you might not notice the stuttering as much or the frame rate issues on the PS5 version or the Xbox Series X versions. Now, I will say the game felt the best comparing the two consoles on the Xbox Series X. The game just felt better frame rate wise, felt smoother. PlayStation 5 just was not a smooth experience for me. I mean, you talked in that video, you heard me talk about how it was making me dizzy. And that's not something new for games for me that have unstable frame rates, but it's new for this PGA 2K25 gameplay demo because I've not experienced the same thing on PC or Xbox, only on PS5. So I did want to point that out, that even playing other rounds on PlayStation 5, I had the same experience, whether it was performance mode or quality mode. So hopefully these issues are addressed prior to launch, right? This is just my experience with the different versions of the demo. And it is a gameplay demo, right? So usually gameplay demos are 3 to 6 month old builds of games. They create a snapshot, it goes through certification process, and then it's released to the public. And then they're spending all their time focusing on the main build of the game in the last 3 months or 6 months of development on bug fixes and performance optimization. So my guess is a lot of optimization has already happened for the PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC versions. I was very impressed with the PC version for me because PGA 2K23, my computer struggled to run at a stable 60 frames per second. PGA 2K25 on max graphics settings, I can run it stable. Xbox Series X, it has its issues. It stutters a little bit, some choppiness with the frame rate, but not even close to the same amount as the PS5 from my experience. The big issue on Xbox for me is screen tearing, and I did not have screen tearing on PlayStation 5. But yeah, the stuttering on PlayStation 5 is definitely a big issue. I mean, it stuttered all the time. Every transition of cameras, every time the ball traveled. And I've seen people comment on my videos saying they've had a smooth experience on the PlayStation 5. So it could be monitor to monitor, console to console. I think a lot of that will depend on if you have variable refresh rate turned on. I never turn it on when I play games. I want to see how the actual performance of the game is on the console without the monitor trying to stabilize the picture, right? But if you do have those monitors and you're not trying to see how the gameplay is, it's always best to turn on FreeSync or any of the variable refresh rate features. It's always going to make frame variability or unstable frame rates look a lot smoother on your TV or monitor. So that's why some of you all may not have experienced the same issues and stuttering issues and frame rate issues that I've had on the PlayStation 5. Controller input still feels good on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. It all feels good. None of them feel sluggish with the swing. It's just the stuttering that was very apparent. That was not as apparent on Xbox and did not cause me dizziness or anything like that. And PC was fantastic. So it is a demo. It's important to point that out, but I wanted to share the differences between the three. Screen tearing, no problem on PS5, but big problem on Xbox Series X. So hopefully all these issues are addressed when the game fully launches on February 21st, 2025. There will be plenty more videos here on the Gamerability YouTube channel, so stay tuned leading up to PGA 2K25's launch, and stay tuned to the Gamerability YouTube channel for new videos each and every day of all different sports games. If you all got some enjoyment, drop a like, subscribe for more, and if you all have played the PS5 Pro version or the Xbox Series S versions of the games, those are the only two versions of the demo I've not played. Let me know how the performance is on those two. Are you having stuttering issues on the PS5 Pro? I would think those would probably, that would not be the case on the PS5 Pro, probably only on the base PS5. At least it shouldn't be as bad as what you all saw in the video today and what I've experienced playing this. You know, none of it's game breaking for me. Like, none of it really affects my enjoyment. I will say the PS5 version caused me a little bit of motion sickness or dizziness. Is not ideal, but I still, the swing felt smooth and the actual like input felt smooth. I didn't feel delayed in any of the inputs. So, you know, at least that was there. If it was delayed input too, that would have been a lot more frustrating. None of the frame drops affected the swing or anything like that on PS5. So swing still felt great, good input, no input delay on any of the consoles that I played. But it's just that camera transition is a big issue on PS5 and a little bit of issue on Xbox, but not a big issue. PC was great for me. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. I'll see you in the next one. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.